President Donald Trump says federal funding will be halted to sanctuary cities and states, that includes New York, beginning next month.
That's right. The president says this is in response to local governments resisting his administration's immigration policies. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She joins us now with those details. And Briella, the governor has vowed to fight this.
Yeah, and this is not the first time the president has tried to do this. Dan and Deshani, good morning. President Donald Trump making those remarks at the Detroit Economic Club without mentioning specifics about what kind of funding would be affected. They came as he discussed investigations into fraud in Minnesota involving members of the Somali community who are accused of setting up phony child care centers and illegally accepting about $100 million in taxpayer money. But such an action could have far-reaching impacts across the U.S.
Additionally, starting February 1st, we're not making any payments to sanctuary cities or states having sanctuary cities because they do everything possible to protect criminals at the expense of American citizens, and it breeds fraud and crime and all of the other problems that come. So we're not making any payment to anybody that supports sanctuary cities.
Last year, the Justice Department published a list of 36 states, cities, and counties that it considers to be sanctuary jurisdictions, which generally have limited cooperation with immigration and customs enforcement.
So Trump came out and said starting February 1st, he's going to stop giving federal funding to sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities are like San Francisco, L.A., Chicago, New York City, Boston, and the states obviously are California, New York, Connecticut, Illinois. He's basically saying you guys are not even, helping us. You guys are against us, so why should we give us money? The one thing I never understood is when you get money for somebody, you really can't question things. You just go with the flow and just say, hey, I got to be a soldier. We have too many people protecting the people that are criminals instead of protecting Americans. So if you want to do that on your own dime. Do that on your own dime, California, New York, Connecticut, Illinois. So it makes total sense to me. Look, if I'm paying you for your programs and you guys are not helping us when we have ICE agents in your cities to help your people be safe, why am I giving you money? Why am I giving you money? Should you be able to get money when you're not with the program? That's the thing I don't understand. You're getting millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, but you don't want to get with the program. So I'm not going to give you the money. Now, you can deal with that problem yourself, and we still going to be in your city. We'll just beef up our personnel because we got more money not to give to you. Why do we have sanctuary cities? Why do we care about people from other countries more than we care about Americans? Marcus, you got to like the immigrants. We're based on immigrants. We were built on immigrants. No, we won't. We're not. We got too many generations of Americans. We don't need immigrants. That's the thing that people don't understand. We really don't need immigrants. If we focus on the American people and make ourselves strong again, make ourselves smart again, make ourselves actually go to work, and there's no I want to do this, go to work, make sure you have a job, be a positive contributor to society, we wouldn't need immigrants. Marcus, but they do the jobs that we don't want to do. That's the problem. We should be doing all jobs. There's no such thing as you pick a job and you don't want to do this. A job is a job. It should be a crime not to have a job. As a grown adult, it should be a crime that you don't have a job. Especially if you have kids. A lot of y'all got kids and then don't have a job. I definitely for damn sure feel like if you come over here on a refugee asylum seeker, you should not be getting any type of money. But that's what these sanctuary cities and these sanctuary states are doing. They are rewarding people for coming over here so they can get their vote. They're using our money for their votes. What sense does that make? What does that make to us? How is that fair to Americans? It's not fair at all. It's not fair at all. So what do you think? Yeah, if you're not with the program, if you're not helping us get these people out of here, I'm not gonna give you no more money. It's pretty simple.
States of New York and Connecticut are on that list, along with 4 cities in New Jersey: Newark, Paterson, Hoboken, and Jersey City. 2 of the Trump administration's previous efforts to cut off funding for sanctuary cities were shut down by the courts. In an executive order last year, the president directed federal officials to withhold money from sanctuary jurisdictions that seek to shield illegal immigrants from deportation. A judge struck it down despite lawyers saying it was too early to stop the plan when no action had been taken and no specific conditions were laid out. Another effort to cut funding was struck down by a judge during Trump's first term in 2017. Last night, during a press conference at LaGuardia Airport, Mayor Zohran Mamdani said he reached out to President Trump to express his
Why does Mom Donnie think that he could just call Trump? I don't think every time he said he reached out to Trump, I don't think he reaching out to Trump. I think he just saying that to make it look like he's somebody bigger than he is. You are the New York City mayor, bro. Just focus on that. Focus on getting them free buses. See, he got a little bit of that spotlight with Trump and he couldn't handle it. Now is every time there's a problem, I spoke with Trump and I said, Trump ain't listening to you, bro. Trump ain't got no time to listen to Mom Donnie, bro. He has no time to listen to a mayor, especially if you're not with the program. Like, we got to get this guy to stop saying that I spoke with Trump, because we know you didn't, bro. Maybe you sent the email. Maybe you passed the message along, but we know you didn't speak with Trump because Trump doesn't have time to listen to you, bro. He's over here saving the country.
Sharp opposition to the move, but claimed he didn't hear back from the president. He was
Exactly.
also asked about how he would make up for the potential lapse in billions of dollars in funding.
Our values and our laws cannot be bargaining chips. I will always defend this city and every single person who calls this city home, even in the face of threats from the federal administration to withhold funds. There are many threats that are made to New York City on a regular basis, and I am confident in our city's ability to fight those threats back. And we've also seen, whether it be in the courts or whether it be beyond that, our ability to win those fights.
Governor Hochul fought back against the Trump administration in her State of the State address yesterday. She said she'd support allowing New Yorkers to sue federal agents if their constitutional rights are violated, but she stopped short of mentioning the New York for All Act, a bill that would prohibit cooperation with ICE altogether. Tashani, back to you.
When y'all gonna learn that this is how the Democrats are going to try to get into power and try to continue to keep you guys down, is they're going to say, we're not getting any funding anymore. This is the reason why we need to own your real estate. There's so many laws going in these different Democrat states to where they are forcing people to leave so they can own your real estate. The only way they can continue to be in power is if they own your real estate. They can't rely on the federal government for constant money coming through anymore. The jig is up. New York is set to lose billions of dollars because of this. This is the reason why they created the COPA Act. This is the reason why they're raising property taxes in all these blue states. They want your housing. They want you to be all-day renters so they can continue to have a consistent flow of money coming in. So now you guys got to wake up and understand they're losing money. They have a president that just says, I won't give you money. We'll figure out the logistics on how that's going to happen, but I'm not going to give you any money. So these states, these cities that have no money, that don't have a strong Democratic base, that has a big lifetime fund, are attacking the real estate. The real estate is the reason why you're starting to see property taxes are up. COPA Act is created. In California, they're trying to come with a nationwide rental cap. It's because they want to force people to move so they can buy up the properties and own it. They need money, consistent money coming in, and they're tired of their money getting froze because now they can't do what they want to do. This is why y'all need to either watch me or pay attention and see what things are happening in these blue states. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always going to keep this thing rocking and going. I appreciate you guys' support. We'll keep it going, keep it going. Got the Go Getter Patreon coming soon. We got the No Filter morning show coming soon. So we're just going to keep it rocking, keep it going. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.